Everyone says you should get a credit card to build your credit score, but nobody really talks about that fear in the back of your mind that you'll mess it up, that one tiny mistake could make your score tank. But what if I told you there are two simple rules for your spending and payments that will give you the best shot at making your score go in one direction? Up. Let's break them down. Before we get to the strategies, let's quickly go over what a credit score even is. It's just a 3-digit number that tells banks and lenders how responsible you are with money. A higher score makes it easier to get approved for things like car loans, mortgages, and even apartments, and it gets you much lower interest rates. Now, in 2025, the credit world is a little stressed. The average FICO score in the US recently dropped a couple of points to 715, which is the first real dip in over a decade. And with things like student loan payments starting back up, more people are falling behind on payments. This makes it even more important to manage your credit carefully. When it comes to credit cards, two things matter more than anything else. The first is your payment history, which is about 35% of your FICO score. The second is what's called amounts owed, or your credit utilization, and that's another 30%. That's 65% of your score right there. If you can get these two things right, you're pretty much set. Before we move on, quick tip. If you don't actually know your current credit score, fixing it becomes almost impossible. The good news? You can check your full credit report and FICO score in just a few minutes using a trusted credit monitoring service. They even send real-time alerts for major changes, so you never get blindsided. And the best part is, it's basically free to try. I've added the links in the description. Go check your score so the next steps actually work for you. This leads us to the first and most important strategy. Always pay your bill on time. I can't stress this enough. A single payment that's over 30 days late can wreck your score and hang around on your credit report for 7 years. But paying on time can be a little confusing. When you get your bill, you'll see two key numbers: the minimum payment and the statement balance. The minimum is just what you have to pay to avoid a late fee. The statement balance is everything you spent during that billing cycle. To really win at the credit game, you need to pay the statement balance in full every single month. Not only does this build a perfect payment history, but you also won't pay a single penny in interest. With average credit card interest rates hitting around 22.83% in late 2025, this is a huge deal. The easiest way to nail this is to set up autopay in your credit card's app for the full statement balance. Then you never even have to think about it. Okay, on to the second biggest piece of your score, your credit utilization. It sounds fancy, but all it means is the percentage of your available credit you're actually using. Imagine you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit. If your statement shows a balance of $300, your utilization is 30%. The general rule is to keep your utilization below 30%. But here's a pro tip. The people with the very best credit scores, they usually keep it under 10%. This doesn't mean you can only spend $100 on a $1,000 limit card. It just means you don't want a high balance to be reported to the credit bureaus. Here's the trick. Your card company usually reports your balance on your statement closing date, not your payment due date. So, if you have to make a big purchase, just log in and make an extra payment to bring that balance down before your statement period ends. This simple move keeps your reported utilization super low and your score high. You've probably heard this one. You need to carry a small balance and pay interest to build credit. Let me just say, that is 100% false. Paying interest doesn't get you extra points on your score. All it does is make your credit card company richer and you poorer. Plus, things are changing. Starting in the fall of 2025, new scoring models like the 𝐔𝐒𝐄𝐅𝐔𝐋 will begin to look at buy now, pay later loans. While most scores don't see them yet, this shows that the game is always evolving. What never changes is that lenders want to see you can handle credit responsibly. You show that by using your card and paying it off. That's it. You prove you're reliable without giving away free money. So, will a credit card improve your score? Absolutely, as long as you're smart about it. It really just comes down to two things. First, always pay your statement balance in full and on time. Use autopay to make it a sure thing. Second, keep your credit utilization low, ideally under 10%, by paying your balance down before the statement closes if you need to. By following these two rules, you're using credit as a tool that builds your financial future, not one that works against you.